Where is College Game Day going for week number 6? That is the question. This week was pretty easy because obviously Tuscaloosa. Where else were you going to go? Where else would you actually go? Doesn't make any sense. So obviously they're not going to any Thursday or Friday night games, so we're not worried about that. But then you get to Saturday and you get a bunch of TBDs. We're waiting to see exactly what it looks like. What will the situation be? Everybody thought it would be Clemson and Florida State. That does not appear to be the case. Florida State is terrible. And I think that's putting it mildly, really. They're just not very good. SMU at Louisville could be very interesting. That is an 11 a.m. game. They're waiting to see exactly what channel that's going to be on. I think there's a possibility that could be an ESPN game, and if Louisville beats Notre Dame and SMU beats Florida State this week, SMU would only have one loss. Louisville would still be undefeated with a win over a top 15 Notre Dame. That one could be interesting. The one at the top here, I think, is the most likely scenario. If Arkansas beats Texas A&M, they would be hosting Tennessee next week. I don't think that you're going to have game day go out to Washington for Michigan and Washington. I don't think they're going to do, like, Baylor's already lost twice, so you're not going to get this one. UCLA at Penn State, UCLA is terrible. Pitt at North Carolina, like, maybe if Georgia wins, maybe you just go to Georgia for Auburn, Georgia. I mean, South Carolina could be interesting, right? Because South Carolina has only lost once. Do you go back to... Nah, you can't go back there. You can't go back to South Carolina again, can you? If Oklahoma State wins, maybe... Well, West Virginia's lost twice. This is where it gets tricky. Like, are there any G5s that would be deserving of hosting College Game Day next week? And I honestly don't think so. Toledo lost last week, so it's not like you're going to Miami of Ohio and Toledo. ESPN's got South Carolina. They've got Georgia. Your best bet is going to be if Arkansas wins, they're going to go to Tennessee in Fayetteville. Because then that game gets a little bit tricky. But maybe if Minnesota beats Michigan this week, you go up to Minnesota? I doubt it. I don't know. Maybe if Rutgers wins, you go to Nebraska next week. But again, I doubt that because they're going to want to go somewhere that they have the rights to the game. I guess, well, see, they've already been to Texas A&M. So you probably don't go to Missouri at Texas A&M, even if A&M beats Arkansas. Because A&M is not that good to warrant going there twice. We're going to have to see what happens. The best bet that you can get, I think the highest probability odds right now would be that Georgia hosts. Because Georgia is favored to beat Alabama. Arkansas is favored to lose to Texas A&M. So I think that's going to be your best bet there. I'm going to call it Arkansas, though. I think Arkansas wins the game outright against Texas A&M. I think Tennessee at Arkansas becomes the better game. And I think Alabama beats Georgia. So there you go. There you go. And I seriously doubt that they go to Vanderbilt next week for Alabama. Thanks for listening to Winning Cures Everything. Make sure and follow me on Twitter at GaryWCE. If you want to toss in a question, you can email me, Gary@winningcureseverything.com. Make sure and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.